Alrighty guys, today I'm going to show you how to get started with text in Illustrator. To start out, you're going to click on this link. And it will take you to the website that you need to get your file from. Now, most of you should have this pop up where it says Begin Tutorial in Illustrator. If you don't, you will have to click a button that says Sign In. I'm going to go ahead and click Begin Tutorial in Illustrator. Now, when this pops up, you will have to click Start Tutorial. You will not close this pop-up because closing this Discover tab will close the entire thing. Now, I'm going to have my Discover pop up next to me because I'm going to be following these instructions. You can grab the words Discover and scooch this down to the bottom right-hand corner if you don't want to look at these instructions. Again, I will be going through them. So today we're going to learn how to type in Illustrator. We're going to be learning about different fonts and different ways that you can add text. So we're going to first add a heading. So we're going to select the type tool in the keybar. So the quick command for that is T. Go ahead and click T on your keyboard and it will pull up the type tool. Then we are going to click in the empty area towards the top of the poster to add a placeholder text. So we are going to click. It will start with this already pre-filled selected text. We are going to hit delete immediately and we're going to type Jazz Festival. Now, when we add text by clicking, it creates a point type. It's good for creating a small amount of text like a heading. Now we're going to resize the text. So with our selection tool, we are going to select that text and then we can click and drag it out. Notice how if I drag it, like I'm able to kind of distort that text. I'm going to hit Command Z. To make it not distorted, you're going to hold Shift on your keyboard and then click and drag that out. That way it makes it bigger without distorting it. To add a paragraph, we're now going to add a paragraph. So we're going to select our type tool, and now instead of just clicking, let me scooch this up a little bit. Instead of just clicking, don't do that. I'm going to hit Command Z to undo that. I'm going to click and drag out a square to create a whole paragraph. Now I'm going to delete that random pre-filled text. So now to add our text, we are going to type June 28th. June 28th to July 13th. Then we are going to triple click it to select that whole thing. And over here in our properties panel, we're going to learn about font size, another way to increase our size. So if your properties panel isn't open, let me scooch this around. You can go up to Window, Properties. Now from here, you can change the size of the font over here. We're going to change it to 24. Now we can select our text. I'm going to scooch this box just slightly out a little bit. That way it's all on one line. I did that with my selection tool. We can click the Jazz Festival heading font. So I'm selecting Jazz Festival. In our properties panel, we're now going to look at different fonts. So right now, scooch this off to the side. In our properties panel, I can see character. Right now I can see that my font is Myriad Pro. We are going to be changing that to a font a font of your choice. So click it, you can select that drop down button, and then you can select any font that looks like you think would be good for a jazz festival. I had one pre-selected. I think this one looks good for me. Yours does not have to be the same as mine though. So you just click on that font to apply it. Now there are other options. There's like different options depending on what your font is. So I have the option to choose italic. Some of them you can choose bolded, which I'm not sure if there's one. Here we go. So there's just a bunch of different options depending on what font you choose. So I'll go with a bold. There we go. So now we are going to learn how to change the color of text. So kind of like this preview right here, we're going to go to our selection tool and select this Jazz Festival. With the type tool, I'm going to click and drag over where it says Jazz, and I'm going to change the color of Jazz. We can change that in our properties panel by filling it with a different color. So I'm going to change it to orange. And then to show this color that I just changed it to, I can use my selection tool and it'll show that color. Alrighty, so now you know a little bit more about text. So you are good to zoom out and you can screenshot your workspace just like this.